Welcome to the Beer, Rum, and Rock and Roll podcast, saving rock, one conversation at a time. If you're watching on YouTube, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. You can also follow us on Apple, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, and X. I'm your host, Randy Legault, and I'd like to welcome my co-hosts, Calgary Crue members Jamie Landry, Dany Bee, and Mr. Jon Garner. How's it going, boys? It's been a hot minute. How's everybody doing?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Everybody good? Anybody seen any concerts lately?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
That's easy.
I'm trying to remember what the last one I was at. I think it was live.
Oh, God.
Oh, I saw, my last one was Big Sugar at the Palace
Oh, Jamie's favorite.
a couple of months
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. They did that album in its entirety. They did one of their albums, right? Wall to Wall, I think.
Hemi Vision, yeah.
Hemi Vision, that's
It was
right.
fucking good. It was a good show, actually.
He's always good. Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Fucking live. Oh, my God. Couldn't get away from them in the 90s. Throwing Copper, is that it?
Yeah. They were
That's
awesome.
all?
Just in case you were wondering, they were really good live.
It was good. Live was good live.
Live.
I didn't like Big Rec. That guy, like everyone says, I need to see this band. He's an incredible guitar player, and yes, he was. But everything was just fucking perfect. Like you were listening to the fucking CD. I'm like, come on, make a mistake. Play a fucking wrong note. He's like Steve Vai for me. Just too good.
It's too right on.
Yeah.
I get it. Anybody got anything coming up? I got Triumph coming up. I got Black Keys. They just announced this. Billy Idol, David Lee Roth, Sloan, and Took are playing Stampede, so I'm all over that. And I got to see Old Balls Gene Simmons Band playing the casino. So I got that coming up.
Nice.
Yeah.
You still loving Diamond Dave's shtick?
You know what? he was so fucking awesome back then. He gets a pass every time for me. He sucks right now. I get it, but it's Diamond fucking Dave.
He doesn't just suck right now. Like, come on. He's sucked for a long fucking time.
If Vince Neil can still get out there and croak him out, Dave can go.
Exactly that. You know what? And that's just it. You respect the fact that he's still doing it.
Absolutely, man. And his band is kick-ass.
I think he's got a lot of backup singers now to fill in for
Yeah,
him.
he has girl backup singers on tour with him now.
I think it's 3 black dudes.
Oh, I thought it was chicks.
I don't think so. I like he's rocking the black and white old school Van Halen pants these days. It's fucking hilarious. Oh my God. And you said you got Collective Soul coming up, Jamie.
Yeah, Collective Soul. And then the Bare Naked Ladies, that's Spruce Meadows. I'm going to see that too.
I am shocked by that. I cannot get into that stuff, man.
Wasn't Collective Soul here like less than a year ago already?
I didn't go to that show because they were opening. I was like, nah.
You've seen him at the Grey Eagle before, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
So that gig's at Spruce Meadows, the Bare Naked Ladies one. That's where the Black Keys one is.
Oh, yeah? Nice. I've never been to a concert in there ever.
Me neither. Here's my deal, though. I noticed the Black Keys, when they go to Edmonton, they're playing Rogers,
Oh, wow.
right? So that tells me something. They're getting that kind of dough to play Spruce Meadows. In other words, Spruce Meadows isn't making any fucking money off this concert whatsoever. There's no fucking way.
Or they're not getting paid what they get paid at.
Oh,
up
I
there.
would be shocked. They got their fee, man. They're not going to play for less. I would be shocked if they did that. But here's the deal, though. As John well knows, the people who own Spruce Meadows are fucking rich as shit.
Yeah.
So they can pay the Black Keys whatever they want, right? Okay, enough about that. Here we go. As the cliche goes, boys, you have your whole life, if you're in a band, to create your first album. But the follow-up has to be written a lot quicker. Maybe while you're even touring, right? There's pressure to replicate the success of that debut. There are high expectations. You get the idea. So today's Beer, Rum, and Rock and Roll 6-pack, we pick our favorite sophomore or second albums. Okay, these are artists whose second albums we think are as good as or better than the debuts. And the debuts have to be good, in our minds anyway. No duds. So as per usual, we'll go around, each give our bottom 3 picks, 6, 5, 4, then our top 3, 2, 1, and then we'll give our 3 honorable mentions. John, let's go with you as usual off the top, and then we'll go Dany, Jamie, and then I'll go. Okay, man. What's your number 6?
All right, here we go. So, I know we always come up with how we came up with it, and it sounds stupid to say, but I'm going to say these are bands that I'm definitely completely into. Talk about them all the time. So, leading off with number 6, and the order is fluid, let's say, except for my number 1. The minute you reached out, I'll tell you, Randy, I had my top 5 within 10 minutes. And then I sort of mulled around a little bit. I moved a couple here and there. But anyway, so leading off, released March the 26th, 1976. Followed up from their debut album, Rock-a-Rolla. I'm going with Judas Priest, Sad Wings of Destiny.
Hell yeah.
The singles off the album, The Ripper and Deceiver. The Ripper continues to be a fucking ripper. And for me, I just made a note here, an iconic moment, Victim of Changes. Came in at over 8 minutes, and I wrote, this is a portent of things to come for where Priest were going. Musically, lyrically, it was dark, it was a story thread all the way through. And for me, this was the record where Glenn and KK really came to the fore. Positive reception, but weak sales. People weren't necessarily into it. However, time has shown it to be the massive step forward that Priest, in essence, needed to take, but did take, to become the juggernaut of a metal band that we know and have loved basically our whole lives. So yeah, number 6 for me, Sad Wings of Destiny, Judas Priest.
Hey, man, I agree with everything you just said, but following Rock-a-Rolla wouldn't be that hard. That's my only thing.
Fine. You said it had to be better.
That's true. As good as or better. That is true. That's what I said. It definitely is. Yeah, that's a great album.
What I learned from that is that, once again, I am fucking way underprepared again. I don't know dates. I don't know shit.
I'm just trying to keep up with the dick with ears, man. Like, I know he's coming loaded, so.
It's a dildo, John. Get it right.
Oh, he was a thumb. I'm sorry. Thumb
right.
with the ears.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Jamie.
All right, number 5. Released July the 6th, 1981. Produced by a gentleman that we're all very familiar with, Robert Mutt Lang. And a follow-up to their first album.
Oh, can I guess what it is?
You can, but...
Here's how well I know you.
There you go.
Right?
High and dry.
I have it.
That's right. Of course you do.
Sitting here.
Of course you do.
I knew somebody was going to pick this. I left it off my list. It is a fucking killer album.
Well, here's what I'm saying. It's not on my list, but I knew it would be on John, so here it is.
The 2 singles that came off it were Let It Go and Bringing On the Heartbreak. Follow up to On Through the Night. So you mentioned how not great Rock-a-Rolla was. I still think On Through the Night is as good a lead-off album as a band has produced. I think it's fucking awesome.
I do too.
And I think High and Dry went forward. The playing got better. The songs got better. Obviously, with Mutt at the helm, the production was off the fucking charts. Definite step forward. Number 38 on the Billboard charts. And after the rabid success of Pyromania, came back into the US charts and re-entered at number 72. A little note here. This was the last album with Pete Willis. And have to say, for me, Steve Clark at the top of his fucking game on this record. Pyromania launched them into the stratosphere, but I think Steve Clark's playing on this record was just fucking top drawer. My highlight song is the title track, High and Dry. So yeah, number 5, High and Dry, Def Leppard.
Man, yeah, I love that album too. And man, Pete Willis brought a lot to the party. We shouldn't forget that guy. He really did.
Steve Clark, I agree with what he said. That his playing on that album is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
There's so many cool riffs. It's a great album. There's not a bad song on there.
And his fucking vibe, man. I mean, just like the guitar basically dragging on the floor, and I mean, he was just so fucking cool.
It just got lower and lower. By hysteria, it was on the floor. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He must have had the longest arms in fucking rock guitar history.
Fuck yeah, that's a great album. I think Let It Go might be my favorite Def Leppard track of all time. I'll go that far. Okay, man, what do you got for 4?
My number 4. I'll be stunned if this is on anybody's list. And it's not why I picked it. It actually dropped out of my top 3 because I had to put my top 3 where I put them. I'm going a year earlier. April the 3rd, 1980, produced by Pete Hinton and the band. It was recorded at the Ramport Studio in London with 3 singles, Susie Hold On, 747, Strangers in the Night, and the title track, Wheels of Steel. Saxon!
There you go.
One of the greatest exports of British heavy metal the world has ever seen, and sadly the world has never really got to know him. Never really made it over here, which was really, really too bad. Peaked at number 5 in the UK on the album charts, which was wild. Widely considered a genre-defining moment in that new wave of British heavy metal, that block of bands that they talk about in that period of time. And Saxon, for sure, at the time, were at the forefront. I saw them. They're a Sheffield band. Biff was born and raised in Barnsley, the lead singer, and so, they grew up, played in all those areas, so saw them an absolute ton. Here's just a piece of information. Like, the first album, weirdly, named Saxon, dropped in 1979. Their latest album, Hellfire and Damnation, released in 2024. These motherfuckers just keep churning album and album. They haven't stopped. They took a brief hiatus for a period of time, and Biff was up and down health-wise, but my God, talk about fucking road warriors. So, Saxon, Wheels of Steel, my number 4.
Yeah, I love the band, man. I don't know that first album very well, if at all. I know it's got a horrible album cover. Is it any good? Do you know?
It's fine. And, for sure, 2, 3, and 4, that's where they really excel. Wheels of Steel, Strong Arm, and Denim and Leather. Fucking hardcore metal albums. Brilliant.
Power and the Glory is fucking awesome, too.
Yeah.
I never saw them. And you know what? My theory is always with these bands that can't break in the States, a lot of it has to do with the way they look. I hate to say it. These are not good-looking dudes. Def Leppard made it. Do you know what I mean? They were not cool in that way. And they did that awkward hair metal phase, and it was just awful. They dressed terrible, like a lot of those bands did. But I think that's part of it, man. You got to look a certain way to appeal to Americans. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I think that's part of it.
Still one of the greatest fucking logos in metal music.
Really cool, yeah. Dany Bee, what's your 654, man?
All my picks are pretty much based on just the fact at the time when I was about 15, 16, I was just starting to learn how to play guitar. And so these bands and these albums were pretty much what I was kind of into at the time. And they're very guitar-driven albums, obviously. Number 6, this album here was actually their second release, but it was kind of viewed as the main introduction to the band, where they kind of blew up, I guess. Aerosmith, Get Your Wings. Every song, same old song and dance, doesn't sound like it came from, I think it was released in 74, I believe. Lord of the Thighs, Space is a little bit kind of a slow start, but it's got some good guitar in there. Women of the World, SOS, Train Kept A-Rollin', probably one of my favorite covers. Seasons of Wither, fucking cool song. And Pandora's Box. So it's only 8 tracks on the album, but I think it's a good second album.
Oh, I love it, dude. Absolutely. Tyler's voice changed too, hey? Like, he sang different on that first album. He became Steven Tyler on that album, for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of why it was almost viewed as their first album, but even though it was the second one.
Yeah.
So.
And Train Kept A-Rollin', dude. It became an Aerosmith song. Everybody forgot about the Yardbirds as soon as they heard that fucking version.
I always liked when Jeff Beck would sit in with them and play that song with them. It was always cool.
Yeah.
With no one from Aerosmith playing the guitar solo on it.
That's right. They brought in Dick Wagner. They brought in Alice Cooper's guys. Yeah, they weren't cutting it for old Jack Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple songs were like that, I think.
That one for sure, which I never knew until, you start reading shit on the internet one day and you're like, what?
What? What are you kidding
I would
me?
have never guessed.
I remember I saw them in Vegas on that residency, and they did Seasons of Wither, and I was just like, oh my God. Like, just Steven and Joe sitting down with the guitars. It was fucking unreal, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, very cool. Lord of the Thighs. The version on Live Bootleg. Oh, that's a great song.
I don't know if the version on the Classics Live album is the same as the bootleg one, but I love that version of it for sure.
Yeah, good pick, Danny. That album's fucking wall to wall. 70s Aerosmith is up there with 70s Kiss for me, so that should tell you something.
No, 70s Aerosmith is way better than 70s Kiss.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. And I do like Kiss, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, like, I'll give them even Permanent Vacation. I still liked a few songs on that. But after that, it got to like songwriters and pop hits and fucking, you know.
Well, they were into it on that album.
I know, but there was still a hint of Aerosmith in there in parts.
Define hint. Yeah,
Hangman
just a
Jury?
hint.
Come on, that's Aerosmith.
That's okay, but Angel,
No,
fucking
yeah, of
Ragdoll.
Yeah, they're still good.
I can't do
They're
it.
still good tracks. They just kind of lost that raw rock and roll kind of edge, though.
Absolutely. When I talk about Aerosmith, and it's a big thing with me, the C word. They're cool.
Yeah.
They're fucking cool as hell, man. They look cool. They dress cool. Everything's cool. There's nobody cooler than Joe fucking Perry. Period. Okay, man. What's your next one?
All right, number 5. This came out 1987. A little departure from the 70s rock and roll. But again, as a 16-year-old kid learning how to play guitar, and this guy was all over my radar. So I got to go with Joe Satriani's Surfing with the Alien. It's instrumental.
Awesome.
An instrumental.
Nice work.
But every fucking song slams on that. Even the mellow, more kind of acoustic-y, kind of clean guitar stuff. Always With You, Always With Me. That's a beautiful melody. Circles is kind of a weird kind of thing.
I love that one.
Midnight, that tapping kind of thing. Weren't my favorite tracks, but I think as a whole, 10 tracks, I'm going with Surfing with the Alien, number 5.
Fantastic. I did not see that coming. Under Jeff Beck, he's my second favorite instrumental guitarist guy, for sure. Like, his stuff's accessible, right? It's not just fucking weird wanking like Vi does, even though I like Vi.
Yeah,
But Satch is riffier. He's just got those awesome riffs.
a lot bluesier. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys remember when you could rent CDs? Is that anybody else do that?
Rent
Rent?
CDs?
You could rent CDs.
I don't remember
I
that.
swear to God.
I've never rented a CD in my life.
Me either, man.
I either stole them or I bought them.
But they were next to like movies and shit in some place in Calgary I went to. And I was into Jeff Beck, so I was into the instrumental shit. But they had surfing in there, and I saw the ad in the magazine. I didn't know anything about him, really. I didn't have that first album. And I grab it, and that title cut, I'm like, holy fuck, was I into it. It just spoke to me big time, man. Just incredible. That album is wall to wall. Ice Nine, Crushing Day,
Yeah,
fucking,
Crushing Day. I love the opening riff in Crushing Day.
oh, it's good.
There's actually a cool version of J.K. Lee recorded a cover of Surfing with the Alien for like a Joe Satriani tribute album.
Oh, really?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, like he doesn't just play the Satch stuff. Obviously, that's not who he is, but it's pretty cool. It's worth a listen. I love the Satch album as well, and not to take away from that. That's like it's killer.
I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've ever heard
Yeah,
that.
me
Pretty
too.
cool.
And fuck, Satch Boogie. Oh my
Yeah.
God, man.
I know. Spent a lot of hours trying to figure that shit out.
He had a video for that fucking song.
Yeah.
There was a video for Always With You, Always With Me. That was the first one that I remember seeing.
You could tell, he's one of those guys you could tell he was going to lose his hair, right? You could just see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already starting to thin out. I go, you'll be in my world soon. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my number 5. All right.
Just a sec, Danny, one more thing on that. I was thinking, when I first thought about this, Flying in a Blue Dream, right? I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, that's his third one.
It is.
I actually love that album too, though. Even the gay songs that he sings on, I like it. There's some really cool instrumentals on there too, but I like that album a lot. Those are my 2 favorite albums from him for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And not to keep going on and on, but I saw that tour at Jack Singer. Jonathan Mover on drums, Stu Ham on bass, and Satch. It was fucking unreal, man. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, back to you, Danny. Sorry.
No worries. Okay, number 4. Released the same year as his debut album, 1967, as The Experience. So he only had 3 albums as The Experience. So yeah, Axis, Bold as Love.
Nice.
I remember when I was a kid, my dad had that album, and I just fucking stared at the album cover for hours, man. At the time, I didn't really know, but until I really got into playing guitar, like the impact that it really had on me. The album cover, I was mostly drawn by album cover art when I was a kid, not really knowing, oh yeah, that's Jimi Hendrix, revered as one of the best guitar players in the world at the time. I didn't really know until my dad told me, yeah, that's the best guitar player in the world.
Remember how cool that was when we were kids and you would see something and see a picture and you'd be like, I don't know what this is, but I have to check it out.
I know.
Those days are gone. The internet ruined all that shit for everyone. Like,
It's ruined, exactly. I mean, I was young when I started getting into him, and I just kind of greatest hits it, right? Just skimmed the surface. It was quite a few years later before I did the real deep dive.
Yeah.
Because it was a little bit too psychedelic. You know, I'm into metal and hard rock, riffage and shit. It took me a few years to really appreciate his body of work, man. It's just incredible.
Yeah. Imagine, if you wouldn't have died at 27. Imagine what he would have came up with later.
Fuck, what was he around for, recording for 3 years or some shit? Like, it was nothing. And look how
I
much
know.
stuff he did. It's still coming out.
yeah.
Fucking
Crazy,
unreal.
man. But this album has like so many tracks. It's got 13 songs on it. Well, I mean, the first one's kind of a radio station. I don't know if it's an actual EXP. Is that a real radio station in London?
I don't know, man.
All the tracks, man. Up from the Sky, Spanish Castle Magic, Wait Until Tomorrow, Ain't No Telling, Little Wing. Come on.
Come on is right.
If 6 was 9, You Got Me Floating. It's kind of a cool track, not my favorite. Castle's Made of Sand. She's So Fine, One Rainy Wish, Little Miss Lover, and then Bold as Love.
I mean, come on. Just you rattling those off. Oh my God.
I listen to it and then I'm good for a couple months and then I'm like, fuck, I got to listen to that again.
Right.
Especially with headphones. Just lay in bed with the headphones on and it's
That's a headphoner for sure.
the production. I think probably, I'm guessing it was probably Eddie Kramer produced it.
Probably, yeah.
But the stuff that he would come up with in the studio, like the backwards stuff and the feedback with the headphones that the kind of mimic birds and shit. It's cool stuff.
Really experimental. Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah, number 4, man. Jimi Hendrix. Axel Bold as Love.
And I think about Jimmy, I immediately think of covers like Stevie Ray's cover, A Little Wing, instrumental. Oh my
Awesome.
God.
That's cool.
Fantastic. And to bring it full circle a little bit, David Lee Roth, believe it or not, I'm not sure when it was, late 90s maybe, did a cover of If 6 Was 9.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know, he's got the super blonde hair and he's kind of thinning and I think he's sitting on a chair.
Yeah, that's that Diamond Dave album.
That's the one,
Yeah.
Jamie. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's on
I
there.
did not know that.
There you go. Okay, Jamie.
All right.
654.
So like usual, I put, zero fucking thought into anything. Didn't listen or read any of the text that you sent because I didn't know that we were going fucking top to first. So I'll figure it out. But
Your order doesn't matter? Is that what you're
I'm
saying?
like, hey, you know what? I knew I could do this right now. I did it in 5 minutes. I didn't even have to fucking really think about it. I just kind of went, which bands did I really love and which ones does the second album stand out for me?
Right.
So I didn't really have to think, to be honest with you, and I could have picked a lot more. I only picked 7, and then I saw you say something about fucking honorable mentions. I'm like, where was that in the fucking text? I didn't see that. So
What are you new? It's the same thing every time.
I don't know, dude. I haven't done this for a while.
Randy, these new kids, when you bring them on the show, you got to give them the background, how it works. Like, Jesus.
Well, in Jamie's defense, it has been a while, so
It has. So anyway, I'll figure out my order. Number 6, I'm going to start with a band from Texas. That's about all I know about them. And technically, if you want to count the albums they released before they fucking got signed, this is not number 2, but it is number 2 when you talk about major label releases. So I'm picking Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power.
There you go. Nice.
I almost went with that one too.
Dude, when I first saw Cowboys from Hell, we fucking come from this era where I would see something and if I loved it, the next day I was out buying a fucking cassette or CD, whatever. But we had no way to tell if that was the only good song on the album, right? When Cowboys from Hell came out, I knew I liked it, but I'm like, I don't know yet. I waited, but when Vulgar Display came out and I saw Mouth for War, I fucking ran and bought that, and then I had to go back and get Cowboys from Hell. It's probably still my favorite Pantera album ever.
Right.
Me too, actually.
That's number 6.
Hey, man, those guys, say what you want. They were fucking flying the metal flag in the 90s like nobody else. Like, they were the only ones, really.
It's funny, like the first album they did with Phil when he joined the band, Power Metal, that they put out themselves, that album sounds more like Judas Priest.
That's right.
It's nuts, and I fucking love that album, but you can see where they're kind of getting heavier, and then Cowboys came out, and then Vulgar came out, and it was like, Jesus. And then even heavier on the one after that, Far Beyond Driven was like almost a fucking death metal album. I remember when I bought that and put it on, I'm like, whoa, he's not singing at all anymore. What's going on, right?
He's even more pissed off, yeah.
Yeah. All right, number 5.
All right.
I'm going to go with Twisted Sister, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll.
Oh,
Nice.
bravo.
Because that still to this day is my favorite Twisted Sister album.
You are correct, sir.
Yes, it's fucking awesome. Love the album. I saw them at Snatch, if you remember that place in Calgary.
I do.
They played that album from start to finish.
It haunts me to this day because I wasn't there.
It was awesome.
Yeah, John and I did a rock shot on the 40th anniversary of that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it too, man. It's by far my favorite. Every song I love. I remember seeing the video for You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. That's the first thing I ever saw of Twisted Sister. You know, they got the denim vests and the jeans, and then they do the switch. I thought, who are these guys?
Again, I got fucked over when I was that age because I was maybe 11 or 12 when all this shit came out.
Right.
And where I grew up, there was no fucking much music. There was nothing like that. Like, you would just see stuff every once in a while. So I didn't really know of Twisted Sister until fucking We're Not Gonna Take It exploded. And then I learned, wait a minute, there's 2 other fucking albums. And then when I heard You Can't Stop Rock and Roll, I was like, holy fuck, this is insane.
Yeah, it's great. What do you think of Sebastian going out with those guys? Does that bug you, or is it just a tribute, or what do you think about that?
I mean, if it came anywhere close to here, would I go see it? Of course. The guy's a fucking idiot. Sorry. He just is. Like, he's such a fucking egomaniac, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to, like, take him serious sometimes.
It's hard to like him.
It is hard to like him. He's like Dave Mustaine to me. I just don't read shit about him. I don't fucking listen to interviews with him and shit. It's just like, I can fully understand why he's not in Skid Row.
You know what? It took me a long time, but I do now too, even though I love him as a performer and as a vocalist.
Yeah, totally.
But his personality, I totally get it. And I'm not going to name any names, but I know guys that have logged some time around him, and they go, Randy, here's what happens. And I get it, man. I totally get it. It's unfortunate. Just like Pantera, it's a tribute. And Dee gave his approval.
Like, he's a big fan of Twisted Sister. I think it's going to be good. I really do. That little clip they even released, it was like, fuck, that sounds great. I mean,
yeah.
I would rather see Dee, of course. Who wouldn't? You
know what I respect about Dee? You can like him as a vocalist or performer or not. I respect the fact he knew when to pull the pin. It's got to be at a certain level or he's not going to do it. And you got to respect that, unlike a lot of these fucking dudes. David Lee Roth.
Yeah, true.
They can't not do it. And I also get that. They're just hanging on because they love it so much, and I get that too. But you got to respect Dee for that.
I think it's also that they don't have anything else. Dee's got other shit.
Yeah, but nothing beats getting on stage with your band. I mean, nothing beats that. Fuck.
I'm with you, Jamie. If it was coming even remotely close, for fucking sure I'd go see it.
Yeah, I would go for sure.
It's too bad Portnoy got back together with Dream Theater because he was the guy drumming for them, and that would have been great.
Well, the funny part about all of this is, like, why the fuck isn't Mark Mendoza playing bass? Right? He did something to piss them off enough that they won't even fucking acknowledge him as fucking being in the band. Like,
wow. Does he play bass? I think he just punches it, doesn't he?
He does. He punches it. And the G.I. Joe fucking facial hair and shit that he has going on.
Well, okay, not to keep going on and on about Twisted, but I never liked the look. I like the music, but I never thought the look was cool at all.
No. Of course not.
Okay, man, what's your next one?
So, since we're already talking about it, fuck it. Number 4 will be Skid Row, Slave to the Grind.
Fuck yeah.
There you go.
I loved when I heard Youth Gone Wild and shit. There's a few poppier songs and fucking whatever. And then when Slave to the Grind came out, you're like, holy fucking shit. Heavy as fuck. I'm like, yes, this is killer.
Absolutely. You might hear more about that from me later.
That's fine.
Spoiler alert. Okay, you done? Is it my turn now? Is that it?
Yeah, like I said, I don't have a lot of facts or anything.
Hey, that's all right.
I should start lying and saying shit like on October 75th of 2000 and not.
I like it because it makes my editing job easier and it compensates for me blathering on and on like I fucking do. Okay, my criteria is this. There's way, to Jamie's point, way too many of these. So I'm like, how am I going to do this? Because I love so many of them. So I decided to go with some less obvious picks just to mix shit up because I had a pretty good idea like what Jon was going to pick and stuff, for example. And I wanted to talk about some bands or albums that I haven't really talked about much on the show yet. I'm going to be all over the fucking place here. And I guarantee you, other than maybe one or two, you guys are not picking these. Okay, number 6. Love the debut, Let Love Rule. You know who that is? The retro throwback vibe it has, fucking cool. He's wearing his influences on his sleeve, but I don't mind. If you're bringing something to the party, which he does, I got no problem with that. It's Mama Said from Lenny Kravitz from 91. Love this album, man. His commercial breakthrough. You get that shift away from that 60s vibe of Let Love Rule to a more 70s big rock soul R&B vibe, right? He's inspired by Hendrix and Curtis Mayfield, and I love all that type of shit, right? He's a one-man band too, which is awesome. He plays like 90% of this album. Vocals, guitars, keys, bass, drums, sitar. That's impressive, man. That's Prince level shit. I'm not saying the music's Prince level, but that kind of talent to do that is. 14 tracks, produced by Lenny, of course. Standouts, It Ain't Over Till It's Over. Huge hit. Smokey Robinson vibe to it. R&B again, which I love. I know Jamie does. Love that shit. Always on the Run. Fucking killer riff. But some funk thrown in there too, right? You got horns in there, which is a nice touch. It's co-written by Slash. He's all over it on guitar. Slash's solo rips. It's in the live set every time for a reason. And the other one I want to mention is the opener, Fields of Joy. Does that quiet, loud thing I dig. And it's Slash's ripping the solo on this one too, which never hurts. Album's got it all, man. It's slick production, big guitars, horn strings. It's an ambitious album coming off of that debut, man. It's a little all over the place. Like if you listen to it in one sitting, it's a bit disjointed and kind of all over the place, but there's lots to like on it. My fun facts. This was just after his divorce from Lisa Smokin' Hot Bonet. Fuck, I loved her. So a lot of the lyrics revolve around that situation, right? She's the one that got away, and he admits it to this day, right? He fucked up. Slash and Lenny went to Beverly Hills High School together, boys. Little trivia there. And it sold over 2 million and marked his first appearance in the top 40. Yeah, so Lenny Kravitz, Mama Said. Anybody else a fan of that album? Come on.
It's a great album.
There you go. Okay, my next one, when I was about 12, this album came out, and I wore it right the fuck out. It was my gateway into the band. It's this bad boy, Foreigner Double Vision.
Nice.
1978. Man, a lot of people, when they hear Foreigner, they just think of the end, right? When it's the cheesy ballads and all that. This is not that. I think I heard Hot Blooded, probably. And I went, hey, that's fucking cool. And off to the mall I went, right? This one's got the same lineup as the debut. And then that would change on Head Games, the next one, right? But you got 10 tracks. Key tracks would be Hot Blooded and Double Vision, of course. They're the big hits. They were number 3, number 2 on the charts, so this is no joke. They're getting it done. We all know them. Great rock guitar songs. But man, it's those deeper cuts like Lonely Children, Spellbinder. I mean, they sound like a band. It's getting better, right? They're writing deeper songs compared to, not that I don't like it, but compared to Cold as Ice or something, for example. And the band's only instrumentals on this album, too. It's called Tramontane. Really cool. Heavy synth sounds. Everybody's shining on this one. And being young, I was trying to think back. It was one of the first instrumentals I'd ever heard. It was like, what? You can move somebody with a song with no lyrics? Fucking, who knew? But I dug it. It's a blend of hard rock and melodic pop stuff. But you get tons of guitars, catchy hooks, all over the place. But number one for me, Lou Graham's fucking vocals, dude. He is such an underrated singer. Like, he's one of the best to ever do it, man, in my opinion. He doesn't get talked about enough for me. And Mick Jones, amazing songwriting. Got to mention that. It's just got more variety. It's a bit more sophisticated than the debut, I think. Even though I fucking love the debut, too. It's got those prog elements in it and shit. I read somewhere that, people were saying this was a clone of the debut, but I don't hear it that way. Like, I disagree. I think it's its own thing, man. It's got a different vibe to me, man. It's heavier overall. Being the second album, it cemented them as fucking arena rock headliners for sure. My only fun fact is it peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Top 200 and eventually went 7 times platinum. So these guys are fucking huge. Foreigner Double Vision. Anybody?
So huge that they can still tour without any original members.
Exactly. You're big when you need no original members and still put asses in the seats. Okay, my number 4. I love talking about him because he's so divisive, but my first Ted Nugent album was Double Live Gonzo. Anybody have that one?
I have that one too.
Fuck yeah. It hooked me. Oh my God. I heard it at my cousin's place and that was it. I became a massive fucking fan. Then I dove into the back catalog. The debut, this one, and Cat Scratch Fever. It's Ted Nugent, Free for All. 1976. Look at this fucking gatefold, man. It's a gatefold on the outside. Like, how fucking cool is that? And
Nice.
on the inside. Oh, yeah. Fucking free for all, man. Admittedly, it's not as good as the debut, really. It's not as cohesive, but I still fucking love it. And part of the reason, and this is part of the reason a lot of people don't.
Did you just break your own rule?
Did I just break my own rule?
Kinda.
What took me so long?
I mean, has everybody got a fucking bell? Ring the goddamn bell. Thank you.
It's close. It's a sea hare. Part of the reason is there's 3 singers on it, and people weren't digging that. But that's why one of the things I like about it, you got Ted singing, you got Derek St. Holmes singing, who sang a bunch of shit on the other 2 albums. He left the band during recording, wasn't getting along with Ted. And an unknown singer by the name of Meatloaf sings 5 out of the 9 tracks. This is a year before Bat Out of Hell. Nobody knew who the fuck he was, right? And he sounds awesome on it, man. Let's talk about some tracks. The title track, Free For All, vocals from Ted, killer groove, classic fucking track. I love the lyric, when in doubt, I'll whip it out. I got me a rock and roll band. It's a free for all. Come on. Dog Eat Dog, vocals by Derek St. Holmes, another classic Ted track. Wicked riff again, one of my faves. Street Rats. You guys know this song? Vocals by Meat. I love saying that. Vocals by Meat. Riff is one of Ted's best, man. And that's saying something. He's wailing on that fucking Birdland. So good. And the other one I want to mention is another one Meat sang. It's the ballad called Together. Like, Ted wasn't just always full tilt. He'd mellow out once in a while, and Meat sings his ass off on this one, man. He's got that operatic fucking thing going on. His voice is so powerful, man. I love it. Love this guy as a singer. And, of course, goes without saying, all the soloing from Ted is fucking killer throughout the whole thing. So, yeah, my number 4, Ted Nugent, Free For All.
Nice.
Okay, man, back to John.
All right, well, Randy, I'm picking up the challenge of going with sort of off-piste bands that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
This is a technicality that I'm going with their sophomore album, because depending on what part of the world you were, it wasn't. September the 20th, 1976, this was released.
I'm going to get it handy because I think I already know what it is. You're lying, but go ahead.
You're damn right I'm lying. Produced by Harry Vander and George Young. Oh, no.
Dirty Deeds.
Oh, interesting.
Depending on what part of the world you're in, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap is the sophomore album for AC/DC.
You should have pretended you were from over here because this one's way better.
If you were in Australia, it was their 3rd album. TNT was released first, followed by High Voltage, followed by Dirty Deeds. TNT got amalgamated with High Voltage, and then Dirty Deeds was then released.
Just a second. So what part of the world is Dirty Deeds number 2 then? Just to clarify.
Everywhere other than Australia and New Zealand.
No. That's not true.
Yes.
High Voltage is the debut here.
Correct. Followed by Dirty Deeds.
Dirty Deeds came out when Back in Black came out. I live here, trust me. They shelved it. That's a fact.
Sorry, 1981 it came out in the US.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Everyone else got it in 1976.
I want to clarify.
Right.
Otherwise the trolls will fucking be mad at us.
Fuck the trolls. Bunch of cunts.
It was all weird because everybody had Back in Black, and what the fuck is this album? Like, it was a fucking weird thing to do, right?
And weirdly, too, is that, again, depending on where in the world you were, you either got one single, the title track, or 2 singles, the second one being Jailbreak, which didn't appear internationally, only appeared in the Australia and New Zealand market. Peaked at number 3 in the US, and to date is 7 times platinum in the US alone. And the 3rd highest selling record after Highway to Hell and Back in Black. Whilst I don't disagree with you where it stands with Let There Be Rock, it's still a fucking amazing record. Title track is fucking hilarious, still awesome. And I'll hit you with Problem Child. Squealer. My personal favorite on the whole album is fucking Rocker, because it is absolutely a rocker. And spoiler, for those of you that are going to attend my funeral, you will hear Ride On. That will be playing.
Well, no offense, but I hope I get to hear that before you hear mine.
I think there's a pretty good chance you'll hear it. So,
For me, there's also going to be a ballad at my funeral. It's going to be Weenie Ride by Steel Panther.
There you go. I know that one.
So yeah, number 3 for me, Dirty Deeds. Done dirt cheap, AC/DC.
Okay, I got some thoughts. First off, if I think of all the Bon Scott albums, it's by far my least favorite one. I still like it, but it's definitely at the bottom. What album is worse than Dirty Deeds in a Bon Scott lineup? How is it number 3 in sales? Just that one song? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but we could all argue over AC/DC for a fucking hour. I mean, how is High Voltage not their best album ever? That's what it is to me. I fucking love that.
Me too.
I do too. Highway to Hell's my favorite.
But you're all wrong. Power Age is the best.
That's my second favorite. It's fucking High Voltage and then Power Age for me.
I mean, come on. Those are so much better than Dirty Deeds. Oh my God. And you get Problem Child on Let There Be Rock is the other thing.
Yeah, Let There Be Rock's fucking awesome.
The album cover is fucking horrible. There's a reason they shelved it for North America. You can hear why. Again, I like it. Don't get me wrong. Squealer, that's my favorite.
Squealer's awesome.
Squealer.
Squealer's awesome. I think Rocker is just absolutely fucking killer.
My favorite part about Rocker is how fast Angus has to move his head on that song.
Right.
It's just, he's just going, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You pulled a curveball on me. And I appreciate your lead up though. You tried to fish us in. I wasn't biting.
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty fucking transparent. All right, well, sticking with that, we go to February the 2nd, 1981, and the Battery Studios in London. Production by Martin the Headmaster Birch. I'm going with Killers from Iron Maiden.
Nice.
You're so transparent. Oh yeah.
And up behind me, I got Eddie and my Killers bike helmet too. So
Hey, can I ask you a question about that helmet? Does it just look cool, or is it actually approved? Like is it actually a good helmet?
it's DOT approved.
Oh, it is, eh? Okay. I was just curious if it was just a collectible. You got to put it on.
I gotta put it on.
Yeah.
You got to see the fucking artwork. It doesn't really show so well on here, but
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
it's fucking epic. All right, okay, here we go. I got the fucking goggles recently too. It's a tight fit.
You have to do the rest of the show with that on.
Can't hear a word you're saying, so
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
again, you get the rawness of where Maiden were. UK charts, it went up to number 12. 2 singles, Twilight Zone and Purgatory. So, Randy, you threw out right at the top of the show about how you got your whole life to make your first album, and then the second one, you got to come up with stuff. So, interestingly, the vast majority of this whole album was written before they released their debut album. As we've gotten to know what Steve Harris is and how he operates, is anyone surprised that he had about 40,000 fucking songs ready to go for a debut album? Probably not. It was the last album with Paul Di'Anno before they brought in Bruce Dickinson, and the first one with Adrian Smith.
Still Clive Burr on drums, right?
Still Clive Burr on drums, yeah, absolutely.
He's awesome.
The ferocity was the same, but the rawness was gone. And I think you can put that down to the production with Birch. It was cleaner for sure, but still really hard-edged. And, you know, I said right off the top with Judas Priest, a portent of things to come. You're putting out your second album you've ever done, and you go with 2 instrumentals. Already, Steve Harris, I don't give a fuck. Right? This is the stuff I'm making. Like it, don't like it, don't give a fuck. Iron Maiden, Killers, 1981.
What are the instrumentals on there again?
Well, it opens with Ides of March. It's short. It goes into Wrathchild and
Oh yeah, right.
Genghis Khan. Like Wrathchild? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Murders in
Yeah.
the Rue Morgue? Like the single choice is interesting. Like, why are
Right?
you picking Wrathchild as a single? It seems like
Right.
obvious, but awesome. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, John.
Well, anybody that knows me, and Randy knows me, this should come as no fucking surprise. And if it does, well, I don't know what to tell you. Released in May the 17th, 1976, a full 5 years before Killers. Weirdly produced by the same man, Martin Birch.
Oh, I know what this is.
And I will tell you, it is one of the greatest hard rock albums of all time. Rainbow fucking Rising. I won't hear a bad word say about it. I'll come find you. I'll burn your houses down. It is the iconic Rainbow band with obviously Richie Blackmore, Cozy Powell, Ronnie James Dio, Jimmy Bain, and Tony Carey. 6 songs on the whole album. Side 2 is taken up by 2 songs only, Stargazer and A Light in the Black. And the only single that came off of it was Starstruck. Incredible song. The whole album for me is just fucking wall to wall. It's just fucking brilliance personified for me. It's a little less known, but the last track on the album, Light in the Black, still coming in at a little over 8 minutes. That's my personal favorite. It's fucking wall to wall. I mean, the artwork alone should receive a fucking gold medal.
To bring it back to Kiss, the guy who did Destroyer and Love Gun did that cover art.
Oh, really?
Ken Kelly. I'll admit, because you grew up in a different part of the fucking world than I did. Not that that's an excuse, but bands like Whitesnake and MSG and Rainbow, I got into way, way later, man. They just weren't on my radar. I eventually did. So it didn't impact me the way it did you, John. And I totally get it, though, man. Cozy fucking Powell. Come on.
Cozy. And fucking Ronnie, man. I mean, if I had to pick 2 records of Ronnie's Heaven and Hell with Sabbath
and
Rainbow
Rules.
Rising.
Oh.
Like I said, I know where you live. I will come find you.
Yeah, good one.
So there you go. My number 1, Rainbow Rising.
I knew that was coming. Okay,
Nice.
Dany Bee, what do you got?
Well, once again, all based on 15, 16-year-old me learning how to play guitar. Randy and I talked about this a couple months ago when we did a Black Sabbath album thing.
Top 10 Black Sabbath songs, yeah.
I got to go with number 3, Paranoid, Black Sabbath. 1970, I think it came out.
I knew somebody would pick it. Bravo.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer for me. Yeah, every riff on that album, man, that's kind of how I started learning how to play power chords and sliding around the neck and figuring shit out. Yeah, still to this day, I love listening to the album. It never gets old. I don't listen to it as much as I used to, obviously, but once in a while, it's like, oh, fuck, let's put Paranoid on.
No doubt.
I think for a sophomore album, I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty good, all right. Fuck, it's just one banger after another, man. I love Hand of Doom.
Yeah.
Deeper cut. Oh, my
I listened
God.
to that today, actually.
There's only one thing I don't like about the album, and that's the fucking cover. The cover's fucking lame. It would have made more sense if they called the album War Pigs, which is what they wanted to do, but the label's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a little too weird. Let's go with Paranoid. And yeah, that album cover blows. But other than that, it's fucking incredible.
That's my number 3. Okay, number 2. This album here I got into a little bit after I discovered the band through some later albums. But again, as a young guitar player, the guy who produced it played all the guitars. He was kind of my first guitar hero. Led Zeppelin 2.
Oh, yeah.
This album came out 71, 70?
No, we're still in the 60s, dude. 69, I think.
69 it came out?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's not even the 70s yet. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
crazy.
You're right. I mean, every track on that album. And there's a drum solo on there, too. I think there was another drum solo on later Zeppelin albums. But this was the first time that John Bonham had his spotlight on the album.
Well, on Coda, he did that Bonzo's Mantra. Or
Yeah,
Mantra
Bonzo's
or whatever.
Mantra,
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, the opening track, I mean, come on. Whole Lot of Love. What Is and What Should Never Be. The Lemon Song. Thank You. I still play in my acoustic sets all the time.
Yep.
Heartbreaker.
Oh, I love that riff.
I mean, how many guitar heroes that song alone inspire when they were like starting to learn back in the 70s. Living Loving Maid, She's Just a Woman, Ramble On, Moby Dick, of course. And then last track, Bring It On Home, baby.
Man, I like that one.
Just such a powerful blues song.
Totally, man. Sonny Boy Williamson. Yeah.
So the first time I heard Zeppelin was Led Zeppelin 4. You know, with all the mandolin stuff, Going to California and those songs. I liked it. Of course, Stairway to Heaven kind of blew my mind as a 15-year-old, learning how to play guitar. But then, went back. I'm like, oh, I got to listen to the first albums. It was awesome, but when I heard Zeppelin 2, that's kind of where I'm like, okay, this is my band. For the foreseeable future, this is my band. I was a big Zeppelin guy for a good solid 5 years before I got into Van Halen and some more like current stuff at the time. So I started playing guitar in '88. So it took me a while before I kind of got over my Jimmy Page kick, and then I switched over to Eddie. That's my number 2.
Well, I love that pick because, of course, I thought of it, but I remember, what grade would I have been in? 9 or something. I haven't got into Zeppelin yet, believe it or not. And I remember somebody had a ghetto blaster on the bus, and they were cranking Zeppelin 2, and I just like, what the fuck? Why have I not been listening to this band? So that album was my gateway into the band, and Zeppelin comes in waves for me. Like from that moment, it was all Zeppelin, and then you'd get tired of it, and then you start listening to them again. It just comes in waves. Recently, I went through another Zeppelin wave. They're so awesome. Like, god damn. And that album, I've heard it so many times. There's shit I want to change, right? Like, I want Heartbreaker without the long guitar solo in it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's going to stop and he's going to do that thing. Fuck. And Moby Dick, that riff is so awesome. I would almost wish it was a song without the fucking drum solo in it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that riff is killer.
It took me a while to figure out. I was like, my guitar was tuned in standard tuning, and I'm like, fuck, how come I can't play this? Well, fuck, it turns out it's tuned down like 2 whole steps or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck, that's why. Like,
that'll do it. Okay, Dany Bee, what's your number 1, buddy?
So coincidentally, Randy's wearing the shirt. It's got the Roman numeral number 2 in the title as well.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Van Halen 2, bro. Van Halen, that was the first time I heard it. It was 1984. I think 5150 was already out by the time I really got into it. But the first album that really got my attention and like made me realize, holy fuck, Van Halen was 1984. But then again, I started digging backwards, and the first album, of course. But then when I got my hands on Van Halen 2, it was in a those bins where they sell the tapes for like $2-3 or whatever. Like,
oh, the bargain bin.
Yeah, the bargain bins. I don't know what corner store it was, but Van Halen 2. Fuck, I'm gonna buy that. And it's probably still one of my favorite Van Halen albums to this day, I think. 10 solid tracks. When I saw them do the reunion with Wolfgang and David Lee Roth, they played a bunch of songs off the album. The opening track is not my favorite. It's a cover song, but it's still just got some cool stuff in there.
It does. Linda Ronstadt. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Dance Night Away again. It's a little poppy, but then you get Somebody Get Me a Doctor, Bottoms Up, Out of Love Again, Light Up the Sky. Fuck. And then, of course, as a guitar player trying to learn how to fucking play and how to impress my friends and shit, Spanish Fly.
How did that go? Learning these licks. Like, oh my god.
It took me a long fucking time.
I bet it did.
It took me longer to learn Spanish Fly than it did Eruption. I used to play Spanish Fly pretty right on, but it's a hard song to play.
That's nylon string, right? The acoustic nylon string, is that right?
Yeah, I can't play it on an acoustic or a nylon. I've only played it on electric guitar. Women in Love and the Beautiful Girls, still cool songs. But the whole album as a whole, that's my number 1 pick, Van Halen 2.
You have good taste. I'll be talking about that later.
There you go.
Okay, Mr. Landry, what do you got?
Number 3 will be Rat, Invasion of Your Privacy. It's not my favorite. Dancing on a Cover, I think, is my favorite, probably. But Invasion of Your Privacy, I remember when that came out, and it's funny, if I've ever sent anyone a fucking me playing a guitar lick, hey, check out my guitar sounds, Reed used to make fun of me all the time. He goes, if you send me another video with you playing fucking Lay It Down, he's like, I'm not going to talk to you anymore, right?
It's a great riff, though.
It is. It's one of the coolest fucking guitar riffs ever. I love the album. You're in Love. I mean, come on. Talking about pee.
Right? I love that song too, man. Yeah.
There's a lot of really cool riffs, and Warren DeMartini is a very underrated guitar player. He doesn't get the credit that he deserves ever. He should be bigger than he is, in my opinion, anyway.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great album, man. I love the album cover too. I can't remember her name, but she's a Playboy playmate. I know that.
Yeah,
There's something
she was,
about
yeah.
those little socks, those little white socks. There's something about that. I love that album too, Jamie. The only thing, if you listen to it in one sitting, start to finish, there's a lot of songs with the same kind of pacing. Like I want a faster one in there, but it's not really in there, right?
Yeah.
That's all. But I do love the album. Yeah, it's great for sure.
All right. Number 2 for me is the Black Crowes Southern Musical Harmony fucking Companion, whatever the fuck it's called. I liked the first one when it came out. Me and my friends were into it. But when I heard Remedy, I was just like, what the fuck is this? This is the coolest fucking song ever. And a lot of my favorite Black Crowes songs are on this album. I can sit and listen to it from start to finish, like, no problem at all.
It's incredible. Yeah. The only reason I didn't put it on my list is because Reed and I talked about it for a fucking hour on the podcast on the anniversary. But yeah, the fucking leap, even as great as that debut is, and it is.
It's good.
The fucking leap in songwriting to that album is unbelievable, dude. It's just fantastic.
It's fucking insane.
Oh, yeah. Look at the timing there. Like it's grunge time. And you got a singer in velvet fucking bell bottoms and shit shaking around like Mick Jagger or Rod Stewart or whatever.
Grunge never hurt them, though, which is weird.
No,
it didn't.
because they're fucking good. If you're good, it doesn't matter. Didn't hurt Metallica, didn't hurt GNR. Fucking the list is long.
Didn't hurt Bon Jovi. I know you like those guys.
I don't, but you're right. It didn't.
Buck Cherry survived too.
Buck Cherry.
Black Label Society. I mean, the list is endless.
I like that band. Fuck. Yeah. Can I get tired of something? 12 albums deep and 12 concerts deep? Can I not get tired of it? God. Good one, man.
Number 1 for me.
I knew you were going to pick that, Jamie, so I got it handy. Look at that.
And you know what? Honestly, it's not my favorite Motley Crue album.
What is?
The John Corabi album.
Oh, right.
I love that album. But
Right.
if that wasn't out, this would probably be my favorite album. As a kid, it fucking changed my life. It went, hey, Hot Wheels suck now, and I need to figure out what this thing called vagina is. Let's go.
How would it change your life? And I was a Kiss fan, and Kiss was, well, we know what Kiss was doing at that time. Fucking no makeup, and you open this. Are you fucking kidding me? How cool is that?
My first introduction to Kiss was when I was 7 years old, and my cousin gave me Rock and Roll Over. But I never seen them. When Looks the Kill video came on, I was like, what the fuck is this? Whatever this is, I need to do that now.
I need more of it.
Yeah.
That's another album that I'm like, when I started learning some songs off of it, I'm like, fuck, how come my guitar doesn't sound like that? Well, fuck, you got to tune it down a whole step.
Down a whole step, yeah.
That's why. And then all of a sudden, it's like I'm playing fucking Looks to Kill. I was trying to play it. I'm like, fuck, doesn't sound right. Fucking tune it down a whole step. And oh, fuck, there it is.
And a great band to do that with, because, I mean, like AC/DC, I mean, those riffs are pretty simple, but they're powerful, right? Like Mick Mars, I think, is a great guitar player, right? He gets dogged all the time, but, man, he wrote some great riffs. There's no doubt.
And then I learned that there's this whole other album that they put out before, too, as well. Yeah, that one changed my life, for sure.
Absolutely. And you guys talk about, just the image on the album art. I bought the debut just from the album cover. I hadn't heard a note. So I got in right away. So when this came out, holy shit, I was all over it.
I had that conversation with Reed, and he was telling me how they used to go to Sam the Record Man all the time, and whatever new albums came in, they just bought them. So he's like, Motley Crue came in, and I said, does yours have Stick to Your Guns on it? And he went, yeah. I'm like, do you want to sell that? That's the Leather Records pressing.
That's the OG, yeah.
They didn't have it out yet, and they were touring here, so they just put out the Leather Records version on the Elektra stuff. So there's not many of them, but I have it. I actually bought it from Reed. And I don't play it a ton because I don't want to fucking wreck it. But it's funny to go even further back to that. When I first heard that album, I got a cassette, and it had the Leather Records version on it. I had no idea that it was different at all until one day I was at my friend's house, and when I played it, and he goes, what fucking song is that? That's not on mine.
Hey, man, I've told this story on the show before, but I'm going to tell it again. I'll make it brief. I had that album too. And
I know this one.
my buddy Brent Fitz happened to be drumming for Vince Neil, and they were playing Cowboys, and I took the album to the show. Brent's like, hey, I'll get it signed for you. Okay. He'll sign it, but I have to take it on the bus. He's not going to fucking come down and shake your hand. I'm like, oh, it's okay. So he signs it. Silver Sharpie to Randy, you fucking rock, Vince Neil, blah, blah, blah. Fucking Leather Records, fucking OG copy. I get fucking hammered. Leave it in the cab.
Oh, you told me that.
Bye-bye. I'm calling every cab company in the city. It ended up in some fucking garbage can, I'm sure. I'm like, oh. So that's my story on the Leather Records version I had. Fuck. Alcohol's a wonderful thing.
It is.
Yeah, man, they were my substitute for Kiss all day long, man. And they delivered for another fucking 3 albums after that. Good call. I knew you were going to pick it. Okay, man. The debut by this guy, I love it. It was awesome, but this is iconic. He's in the conversation lately because there's a documentary on him that just came out. But this is a landmark 80s album I enjoy more. It's a step up. It's Billy Idol, Rebel Yell. 83, Keith Forsey producer. I fucking love this album because of this guy. Mr. Steve Stevens. As great as Billy is, this is the guy. 9 tracks, all written by Billy and Steve Stevens. Of course, your standouts are Rebel Yell. It's my favorite Billy Idol song. It's a fucking banger. It's got that raw energy, catchy, melodic hooks, killer guitar, rock star swagger to the fucking max. And then he's got like Eyes Without a Face, power ballad, more melodic side of him, top 10 hit. It's even got that little rap section in it. He's ahead of his time. Flesh for Fantasy. It's got that funky, moody vibe. It's a pop song, but it's got that guitar shit in it. That heavy guitar. Great parts from Steve. He really shines on that one. And I just want to mention Catch My Fall as well. It's that low-key one that builds. It's got sax on it. Different again. There was more to these guys musically than people fucking realize if you're just skimming, right? And there's deeper tracks like Don't Stand in the Shadows and Blue Highway rocks. I love it because it's a blend of a lot of things I like. Rock, disco, punk, synth. It's just all these different flavors. It just makes it more interesting than the average shit that was going on at that time, right? The songwriting here is top fucking shelf, man. And Steve Stevens, again, his guitar. It's got that punk fucking vibe to it, that punk energy, but he's also got that big arena rock fucking thing going on, right? Which is key for me. Fun facts. This is kind of funny. So Billy got the idea for the album title after attending a party the Rolling Stones were having, and people were drinking this Rebel Yell bourbon whiskey. Note to self. Album title. So that's my number 3, man. Rebel Yell. Anybody else a fan of Billy Idol? Like, I fucking love Billy Idol.
I love that album, yeah.
Right?
I'm a fan of Steve Stevens.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that's half of it.
I love that riff. Like playing it the real way, it took me a while to fucking get the plucking thing that he does.
I cheat. I do the Eddie Van Halen.
Right.
Oh, like the Rebel Yell intro, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that video. MTV was a new thing. Of course, there's not a lot of videos. They played it all the time. And man, that video kicks ass. It's basically a live video, and Billy's just screaming and just fucking wailing. It's just killer. I just love it. Okay, number 2, Jamie already mentioned it, man. Their debut was a massive fucking success. Singles, Youth Gone Wild, I Remember You, 18 in Life. But again, like Jamie said, this is way heavier. They shifted from that 80s glam sound to that raw, aggressive, more heavy fucking vibe, right? Of course, it's Slave to the Grind by Skid Row. 13 tracks, which is a lot of material, but I think it's all killer. Like, I like every track on it. My faves, of course, they come out of the gate with Monkey Business. Oh my God. That cool bluesy intro, and then come on, and that fucking riff. Do you guys remember them doing this on SNL? Anybody remember that?
I saw it, yeah.
Holy shit. It's on YouTube, I think, if you really dig.
It is, yeah.
The power of that fucking band back then was unreal. Your jaw's on the floor. You're like, the energy off everybody.
There's a full rehearsal from that time period as well.
That's right. And you mentioned it too, Jamie, the Slave to the Grind, the title track. What a fucking banger. It's almost speed metal, really. And what I love about it, it's released as a single. So this fucking shows they don't give a fuck, right? They were doing shit on their own terms if you're releasing this as a single, right? They didn't give a fuck. And they opened with this live all the time. So does Sebastian. And it's just fucking full tilt right out of the gate, right? I also love Psycho Love. Rachel Bolan's bass on that. It's fucking killer.
Some of my favorites from it, Creep Show was one of my favorite songs from there for sure.
Yep.
Mud Kicker.
Mud Kicker, yeah.
Riot Act.
Riot Act, yeah. This party's over, so get the fuck out. Get the fuck out is fun. It's just a blast, man.
It is. But, you know, the other song that replaced that on the version for people who weren't allowed to buy albums that said fuck, Beggar's Day, was another great song from that time period.
That's a good one, yeah. I love this one, man. It's fun. It's got that punk rock kind of influence, which Rachel's all over. Speaking of Rachel, he writes all the lyrics. This guy's a poet. You ready? I puke, I stink, bitch, give me a drink, 'cause I'm paying for the room. I ain't buying you breakfast, so keep your mouth busy and wrap your lips around my attitude. Take a walk with me with your triple double Ds and your 40-foot do. Why are you walking so funny? You must have spent some time with the boys in the crew. I mean, come on. That's rock and roll, baby.
The best part ever of that song, did you see Wembley when he's reading the fucking letter about how they're not allowed to play the song, and then boom, right in it.
How rock and roll was that move?
And you know, their home videos were fucking hilarious. I don't know if you ever watched those, but I swear to God, that's where Pantera got the idea to do like, oh, say, can you scream? The one that came out for
Roadkill?
Roadkill, that was the one, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Those are great.
Yeah.
They toured together a bunch back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's goofy rock cliche shit, but a lot of their lyrics are a step above the usual rock cliches, is a note I made. They're just a little more complex overall. And the ballads, Jamie, Quicksand, Jesus, In a Darkened Room, Wasted Time, they're awesome. Like Sebastian, goddamn, the versatility here is through the roof. He's an incredible fucking singer. He's not just a rock screamer. The vocal on these songs is unreal. And Dave, the Snake, Sabo, and Rachel Bolan, man, they write most of this stuff, and they really came into their own as songwriters on this album, too. It's super strong. My fun facts are good ones, man. The first heavy metal album to debut at number 1 on the Billboard 200, going double platinum. Quiet Riot Metal Health reached number 1, but it didn't debut there. This fucking debuted at number 1. The only other albums that debuted at number 1 to that point were Elton John's Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboys 75 and Michael Jackson's Bad. So that tells you something. These guys are fucking getting it done. Sebastian Bach's father, David Burke, painted the cover art, which is cool. This is a masterpiece for me, man. I love this album. I'd go that far. It holds up against all that grunge shit and alternative stuff. And that was taken over, and these guys, just like Black Crowes, didn't matter. Good's good. Number 2, fucking slave to the grind. Okay, my number 1, Dany Bee. You got fantastic taste, brother. That's why I got the shirt on. Their debut album changed the face of rock, man. Eddie Van Halen. Genius. But Catch Me on the Right Day. As great as that debut is, I like this one better. Van Halen 2, 79. Come on. It's wicked. Overall, I like it more. Because on the debut, I don't need to hear Jamie's Crying again. I don't need to hear Running with the Devil again. I mean, I like these songs. Feel Your Love Tonight. I think Van Halen 2's got more bangers.
Here, let me get it started for you. Fuck you, dildo.
He forgot with ears. You Catch Me on the Right Day, out of the Roth albums, other than Diver Down, the debut's my least favorite. I'd take Women and Children over it, Fair Warning over it.
Oh, Fair Warning's my favorite one.
There you go, see?
That's my favorite Van Halen album ever.
There you go.
I love Fair Warning too.
Oh. Anyway, this one, so you get the radio-friendly shit with the heavier shit. It's a great mix. I got a quote from Eddie. He's like, I hate when albums are happy or heavy all the way through. We had a little bit of both on Van Halen 2. Absolutely. 10 tracks, produced by Ted Templeman, recorded in 6 fucking days, dude. Like, how insane is that? Let's talk about some of these tracks. Dance the Night Away, yeah, the catchy commercial hit, melodic hooks, poppier, but they never shied away from that. Beautiful Girls, it's a great summer song. You know what I mean? Combines that high energy shit with that party atmosphere. I mean, that's their specialty, right? Do you guys remember, back to SNL, that SNL skit, Schmidt's Gay? Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
With Chris fucking...
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a beer commercial parody with Chris Farley and Sandler, and they use Beautiful Girls as the music in the background, right? So they show up at this pool party, and it's all fucking dudes in Speedos. You guys remember this?
I remember it, yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. And the Phil Hartman tag is, if you've got a big thirst and you're gay, reach for a cold, tall bottle of Schmidt's Gay. That's the tag. but if you go on YouTube right now, you can find it. They swapped the fucking music out to some style alike. It's not VH anymore.
Well, because it'll get pulled off of YouTube. That's why.
Exactly. I'm like, oh my God, they're using Van Halen. How fucking wicked is that? Somebody get me a doctor. Fucking riffage and that is amazing. Eddie's on fire on that one. Spanish Fly, Danny mentioned it too. That acoustic counterpart to Eruption. Unbelievable. Bottoms Up, another banger. Roth really shines on that one. Roth is super loose. You can tell he's having fun. You can just hear the fun in these vocals, man. Out of Love again is funky as hell. The amazing vocal from Roth again. And Alex, really funky on the drums. What a groove. And last but not least, yeah, my favorite on the album is Light Up the Sky. You get a little prog. VH goes a little prog on this one. You get a tinge of it. And you get a little punk aggression. It rips. So good, man.
Yeah.
I just think the musicianship overall goes up on this album, if that's even possible from the debut. My fun facts, sold 6 million in the US alone, peaked at number 6. Most of these songs, as you guys know, existed prior to the debut, just like Maiden. They were part of the Gene Simmons demos, recorded in 76. The black and yellow Bumblebee guitar on the back of the album, buried with Dimebag Darrell. Eddie placed it in his Kiss casket. How fucking cool is that? Yeah, because it was Dimebag's favorite guitar, so how cool is that? According to Eddie, though, the guitar was never used on the album. It was just ready just in time to do the photo shoot, so it's not actually on the album. And if you look close on the inner sleeve, you know, each guy's featured, Roth's got a cast on his fucking foot.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's that shot of him doing the splits with the mic. Apparently, on the third try, doing that spread eagle thing, he came down and cracked his fucking ankle, right? That's commitment. You gotta love it. Yeah, my number one is Van Halen, too. Fuck, yeah.
Dave Friedman said his favorite Eddie guitar tone was Van Halen, too.
Absolutely. I agree with Dave.
For me, again, I go back to Fair Warning with that. I don't know.
It was changing at the time.
He isn't fully doing that fucking shit that we hear later on, but he started experimenting with that shit on Fair Warning.
Yeah.
You know, that double sound guitar thing that he did.
I don't like you saying shit with the Roth stuff. Say shit with the Hagar stuff. The shit he was doing later. It doesn't even sound like him anymore. Is that keyboards? Where's the guitar?
There's some wicked guitar playing on 5150, though.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, there is.
But the tone was very processed. And yeah.
You lost Randy. The host is gone.
There's also some very awesome guitar playing on Balance later on. Like, there's still some good shit. I like the Gary Cherone album, so what do I fucking know?
Even on Oh You Wait One too.
I like that one too. I think that's a great album.
I should listen to the isolated guitar tracks for those albums and see what's going on. Maybe I could get through it that way. Okay, man, let's whip through some honorables. What do you got, John?
All right, so my first honorable, sticking with my theme, 1979. One of the greatest album covers of all time, Whitesnake's
Nice.
Love Hunter. Two great singles, the title track, Love Hunter, and the classic, for me anyway, Walking in the Shadow of the Blues. Love that one. 1979, I'm going with Overkill by Motorhead. No Class, Stay Clean, Metropolis, and you ever want to fucking finish a show, how about you fucking go with Overkill to wrap up a fucking Motorhead show? Is there a better fucking song?
And you're never sure when it's going to end. When's that double bass coming in again? Yeah.
God, I miss that band. And okay, I'm going to switch gears here because this is the only record that came on my list that's past 1981. And Randy, I hate to say it, I have to thank you for this because you got me into this band. You did.
It's my fault.
And I'm forever grateful for this. The title of the album is called Rock the Rebel, Metal the Devil, Denmark's Best, Volbeat.
Oh, yeah.
2007, this one came out. People say there's no good music or new music anymore, and they're not particularly new, but you like a crash course between Motorhead, Elvis, and Johnny Cash. Fucking give Volbeat a spin, right?
You got to throw Metallica in there.
Yeah, definitely Metallica.
Arguably, for me, their best song ever, Sad Man's Tongue. Just every single fucking time. Is this playing on my car? I will pull over at the side of the road, play it 3 times, and then pull back in again. I fucking love this band. I love this record. So there you go. Those are my honorable mentions.
You know what? I can remember like it was yesterday. John and I used to work together. I go, hey man, you got to come into my office. I was way late to the Volbeat party, by the way. Anyway, I go, you got to hear this fucking song. If you don't like it, I will fucking be shocked. So I crank up the video for Sad Man's Tongue, and he's like, where have I been here? You were in.
So in, I got everything. I'll buy it before I've even fucking heard this stuff. I don't give a shit.
Well, they're getting a bit repetitive now, but they're always solid.
Do you think I waited to hear what Power Up sounded like? No. No.
Good one,
No
yeah.
fucking chance.
This AC/DC sounds just like the other ones. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't fucking go changing.
Okay, Danny, what do you got?
Well, like honestly, there were so many that could have made my top 6 here, but if I got to pick one really good honorable mention that should have been maybe in the list at some point, I'm gonna have to go with "Diary of a Madman" by Ozzy.
Oh, fuck, I'm surprised nobody mentioned it till now. Yeah, absolutely.
Do I need to say any more? Like really, like honestly,
Hey, man, push comes to shove. I like it better than the debut. The only reason I didn't put it on my list is because it was a rock shot on the anniversary, so I've talked about it for another fucking 45 minutes, so I didn't pick it. That was part of my criteria. But yeah, it's fucking amazing. Are you kidding me? The title track? Oh, my God.
yep.
What else you got?
2 albums come to mind. So in the 80s, I was really into this band from Australia called Men at Work.
No way.
And I think the first album was Business as Usual. And I believe the second album, which is the first one I actually heard, was called Cargo. And there's so many songs on that album that fucking just bring me back to my dad and his friends. I don't know, they probably got the tape off of fucking Columbia House Records or something. And it was always playing. It was always fucking playing.
That was always playing in my house too. That's funny because when I hear Men at Work, it's exactly what I think of.
I do an acoustic cover of Overkill.
I was too much of a metalhead to get that any time of day back then, but I'm not going to say I'm a huge fucking Men at Work guy, but they definitely had their own unique sound. Absolutely.
If I can sneak one more in there, I would say Reckless by Bryan Adams.
Okay. Fuck, that album was massive.
That album was pretty huge for me.
I'm not a huge Bryan Adams guy, but man, Run to You. God damn. That's a great fucking song. Well, he's got more than that, but that's a massive fucking album. Yeah. I love that you're all these different flavors, Danny, because I'm like that too, right? I mean, I picked a bunch of rock shit for this, but
Oh, I'm all over the place. Yeah, I love the hard rock shit. I love the 70s rock. You know, the hair metal that came out in the 80s. I love it all, man. All of it influenced me in some form or another. Like, all the guitar heavy bands, of course.
Okay, Jamie, what do you got, buddy?
Well, we talked a little bit about Diary of a Madman, and I'm going to rewrite some rules like you always do. I figured this is the perfect way to do it. Technically, Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman were recorded at the same time.
Oh, interesting. Right.
So, if you go by that, then Bark at the Moon would be the second release. So,
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Love it, Jamie. Love it.
Bravo. Nice work. Way to get Jake in there. Yeah.
I'm like, how can I not pick an Ozzy record? Like, Ozzy was such a big thing for me and still is to this day. But for me, it was always Jake. And that doesn't mean I don't like Randy. I fucking love Randy Rhoads. He's awesome. But there's just something about Jakey Lee that really fucking spoke to me and always has. He was his own thing. Like, he's my favorite Ozzy guitar player. You can edit it out and tell me to go fuck myself. That's fine. But I'm saying Bark at the Moon on some twisting of rules like you usually do.
Exactly. I wore that cassette out.
His guitar playing on that album is incredible.
What's that, Journey to the Center of Eternity? Come on.
Yeah.
It's fucking wicked.
So since we're talking about Jakey Lee, I'm going to also pick Badlands Voodoo Highway.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Because I still listen to all that shit to this day.
I haven't heard that stuff in a while, actually, though.
I don't know it as well as the debut, but
I like it better than the debut. But I mean, that's just me. I don't know.
is there a third one?
There is, yeah.
I thought so.
Again, I'm such a huge Jake fan that it doesn't matter. He could put out a CD of, hey, here's me fucking farting the fucking alphabet. And I'd be like, holy shit, this is good. Listen to that.
Is that in G?
Wouldn't it be an F?
Wouldn't that be enough?
All right, so my number 3, I'm going to fuck your rules again. Marilyn Manson, Antichrist Superstar, because technically that's his second album.
It is. Well, you know how I feel about that album. That's probably the last album I listened to that aggressively. Like, I listened to that album like nonstop for fucking months. Months!
Yeah, I did too.
Till I knew every fucking note of it.
I just bought a bootleg of Antichrist Superstar because the original's ridiculously priced, $400, $500, $600. Like,
Wow.
so I found a bootleg, but it has all the extra songs from that era too, like "Suck for Your Solution," "Apple of Sodom," and "Long Hard Road Out of Hell" on it as well. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll take that.
And if you want to hear more about Jamie and I going on and on about Marilyn Manson, look up the top 10 Marilyn Manson songs episode. I don't remember which episode it is, but I love that episode because I love talking about him because he's so fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, man, my honorables. In 1980, Zeppelin calls it quits after Bonham dies, right? 82, I'm in 11th grade, and I'm devouring everything Zeppelin related, obviously. So Robert Plant releases Pictures at 11, his first solo album, and I love it. Still got a little Zeppelin in it, but he's shifting away from that sound. He's moving away from the Golden God persona, carving his own path. And then the next year, his second album, Principle of Moments. I don't know if you guys are hip to this album. It's another huge step away from his past, and I was all over it. It reeks of the 80s, man, the production and everything. It's less about the hard rock thing and more about atmospheric keyboards and textured guitars, way more polished. 8 tracks, some of the key tracks, like Big Log. It's probably the best track on it. It's got that haunting vibe, some cool guitar from Robbie Blunt, laid-back vocal. It's
How can
amazing.
you say "Big Log" and not laugh?
First top 40 hit, Big Log. I have no idea what it's about, but we can make up our own, I guess.
It better be about taking a shit.
Do you guys know In the Mood? His second top 40 hit. I remember seeing the video for this one, man. It's got that catchy groove to it. I love it, man. I love this album. He's not shooting for the radio other than a couple songs. It's some strange rhythms and some strange shit going on, but I think it's really cool. It's his second top 10 album. Phil Collins plays drums all over it, which is interesting. That's my first one. My second one, like Jamie, a lot of bands I get into when I see the video, right? And in this case, it was a video for a song called We Die Young. 1990 off Facelift, Alice in Chains. This was so up my fucking alley, it wasn't funny. Huge riff, killer groove, gnarly vocals, had it all. Off to the Store I Go. What an album. Fan for life. They're my favorite of the big four grunge bands. They were more metal, I think. So, man, when Dirt comes out in 92, dude, all over it. Dirt's fucking phenomenal.
I thought about this one, but I'm like, I can't pick Dirt over Facelift. I can't.
Well, I'm not picking it over it. I'm just saying it's just as good or in the fucking zone, right? I mean, it's depressing, right? It's focusing on Lane's heroin addiction and his depression and shit. It's really uplifting shit. But the growth as a band, I mean, come on. As players and songwriters is huge. You got 13 tracks. Dave Jordan produces with the band. Key tracks, Them Bones, coming in hot. Oh my God. That weird time signature. It's just got that unsettling vibe to it. I fucking love it. Under 3 minutes, this song. Fucking boom. The Rooster. Come on. Does that theater of the mind thing. Totally cinematic. It's about Jerry Cantrell's father's experience in Vietnam. It's so great. It's intense, man. Lane's vocal. This has got to be one of his best. It's unreal. Emotional. It's got that quiet verse. Huge chorus. I got to mention 2 more. Down in a Hole. It's mellower, but fuck, just as powerful in my mind, man.
That's my favorite song off that album. Why? Because of the melody. How can you not hear that and love it instantly?
Exactly. Like Lane's fucking lead vocal harmonizing with Jerry's vocal. Dude, it's amazing. I agree 100%. And man, Wood, this is one of my favorite songs of all time. Forget about sophomore
Great song.
fucking album. It's so good. That opening bass riff and it rolls into that laid back guitar riff. More amazing vocal harmonies from Lane and Jerry. If you don't like this song, there might be something seriously fucking wrong with you, is what I wrote down. Go get checked out somewhere. John, I'm talking to you.
I can tell you a version of it that you won't like.
What's that?
I got an Alice in Chains bootleg from, I think it's Japan, if I remember right. The first time I saw them in Dublin with the new singer, and that album wasn't out yet. And they were touring with Metallica and all those guys. And at that show, James Hetfield came out and sang Wood with them. It's on this bootleg that I got. And then I remembered, oh yeah, right, he can't really sing this fucking song. It's cool. that they did it, but I mean,
It's on YouTube,
it's
isn't it?
probably on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, you're right. It was not great. He's got to stay in his lane,
Yeah.
James. Yeah. And my third and final honorable mention, this band is out on the road right now, touring again after a fucking 30-year break. I'll be seeing them soon. Can't wait. I got into this album as a kid, and there was no turning back, man. It was my gateway into the band. The self-titled debut was strong, but this album was a step up. I love what these guys did, and it's Triumph, Rock and Roll Machine, 1977. You get that bluesy hard rock, heavy riffs, some prog in there, some pop in there. It was more sophisticated and a little more complex than that typical hard rock that I was listening to at the time, man. Like Rick Emmett, his guitar playing is the key here.
And his voice, too.
What a player. And his voice, dude. Yeah, he's a virtuoso in the true sense of the word. He's fucking unreal, man.
They're right up there with Rush for me.
I was surprised you didn't pick this one.
Yeah.
I had it handy for you, Jamie. Yeah, when I found out they were Canadian, hey, fucking bonus. That's pretty cool, too. There's 8 tracks, produced by Mr. Mike Levine, the bass player. Rock and Roll Machine, that track alone. What a ripping track, man. It's a concert staple for a reason. You get that extended fucking guitar solo from Rick. Rocky Mountain Way, Joe Walsh cover. I didn't know it was a cover at the time, and it kicks ass. But the key is this song called The City, guys. Fucking, if you haven't heard it, look it up when we're done this. It's my favorite on the album. This is where Rick really shines. It's a 3-part, 9-minute fucking guitar clinic, basically. It includes like a flamenco section. And when I think back, to when I was like 13, when this came out, I still got it. Like, it opened my eyes to some different shit. As much as I love Kiss and Nugent and Aerosmith, there's some bands that were moving me in different ways. Like, you're not going to hear a fucking flamenco solo on a fucking Kiss album or an Aerosmith album or whatever, right? So yeah, Triumph Rock and Roll Machine is my third honorable mention. There you go.
Nice.
Woo! All right, that's a wrap, boys. Thanks for joining me, man. That was fun. Some great picks. Hey, 4 of mine were from the 70s, 3 from the 90s, and 2 from the 80s. So, man, I mixed it up. Could have been all 70s.
A pretty minimal crossover again, which is kind of cool.
Really cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Only like 2 overlaps in the top 6?
Yeah. Slave to the Grind, Van Halen 2. Yeah, there's a couple, but overall, yeah. Yeah, awesome picks, guys. Thanks to you guys for checking us out. We appreciate you taking time to hang with me and the Calgary Crue. Post your favorite sophomore albums in the comments. We'd love to hear what your picks are, too. You can find us on all the socials wherever podcasts are broadcast. And don't forget, if you're watching YouTube, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, on behalf of Dany Bee, Jamie Landry, and Mr. Jon Garner, and myself, keep rock alive, people. Peace out!
Elvis has left the building.